Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Oda series. You guys might be noticing something is a bit different. This looks way too good to be the Oda series, but no, it is the Oda series, and it is now in the glorious 1440p, brought to you by everyone who has supported the channel in any way. Thank you guys so much. I actually have made enough money off YouTube to afford to buy a 1440p monitor. I like to keep the channel sort of a self-sustaining entity, as I don't do this full-time. I do this part-time as a hobby, but hopefully one day we can do this full-time. Of course, we are at war with these, I don't know if they're rebels. Yeah, they are rebels. Yes, we are at war with these rebels over here, and they are down in, what is this here? Kenai territory here. And we must move to take them on. This should be a pretty good set of wars here. Set of battles, actually, rather. And yes, we could possibly gain another large town. I am getting a bit worried, though. Our territory is rather spread out. We have 3 castles up here. We have Kyoto down here, and then we have another 3 castles over here. We could get spread pretty thin pretty fast, but I digress. Let me go and thank the channel members really quick. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, JT, Michael, and Pfeiffer. Thank you guys so much for those channel memberships. And let's roll right into the episode here. First of all, let's go ahead and check out the party here and make sure, volume is not turned all the way up. Let me fix that real quick. There you go. Sorry for the ear rape there. But yes, we are now up to full strength. Nope, one more. We need one more. We're not gonna recruit those guys. Let's just go ahead and let these bandits go here. Oh, loading. Come on, game. Figure it out. But yeah, let me tell you what, guys. Recording in 1440p, good God, the file sizes. My poor SSDs. Man, it is quite painful indeed. The file sizes are anywhere from being, 80 gigabytes to 130. I have seen in some situations where you fight a ton of battles. But yes, we are at war, so we need to call in our 2 bannermen here. I believe we actually lost one of our parties. Yes, we did lose one of our parties. So let's go ahead and have Jared the fatherless go lead this party here. You know what? He's actually at a really decent stewardship already. So maybe I'll just leave him to be a governor here, and we will send out Mr. JT to lead a party. I'm not gonna equip him with any men as of yet here, but we will, let's see, are we maxed on? Yes, we are maxed on companions, unfortunately. Let's pop a camp here and see if we can promote some units. We can just reward them. I'm not exactly sure what this does. Maybe it makes them better over time, and if they do end up surviving, maybe we can make them into some really powerful companions later on. I would be curious to see how that actually works. But let's go ahead and make our way over here. Let's regroup here over on the road. We'll get all of our lovely parties together, and we will go to war with these rebels. It should be a pretty interesting episode. Going for a lot of expansion here. I mean, we have the possibility to expand the Oda territory by 1, 2, 3 areas, or 3 fiefs rather. But we'll go ahead and wait here until everyone comes in and joins the party here. Shouldn't take long. Moon Cheese is coming in there, and we have let's see, JT over there. Where is, oh, Yano is coming here. Yano Masanori there, named after one of our glorious channel members. If you guys would like me to actually make your character's name with the channel member benefits something different, get on the Discord and let me know. And if I can confirm you are who you say you are, then I will happily change your companion's name for you. But yes, we have assembled our force, and it is time to go and possibly take another town here. I would like to go for the town. Of course, it is always better to take out the large towns first. That tends to cripple the enemies in a much better way than in a much easier way than taking out every individual territory along the way. There is an enemy lord here, though, that I think we are going to be able to chase down. So I am going to attempt to chase him down. We move at 4.7. He moves at 4.5. He's not going to be able to outrun us for long. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. First battle in 1440p for this series. Let's go ahead and drop a save here. Of course, as always, in any kind of mod, you generally want to drop saves quite often, especially when it comes to these larger sized battles. It's always a good idea to do so. We are almost up at 1 million gold here. Wow, we need to start spending some of that for sure. And it looks like Walter the Ronin has another point here, and it's gonna make us even more money. Good God. All right, let's go ahead and let me double check something on my character. Okay, I don't have the banner on my back anymore. That is having that banner on your back is like really annoying. Yeah, it gets a little bit ridiculous. Let's see here. I'm at level 25, so okay, so we need to replace that banner in terms of like weaponry. So like maybe we go bows, but I also don't want to like encroach on like future series options where, you know, like the next series that I do after I finish the Oda series is going to be a traditional samurai series where we only use traditional troops. That is going to be the main point of that. And it's either going to be Date or Tokugawa. I think Date would be a really solid challenge for us. And I love that blue color. You know, it's a nice change up from the rest of the map here. Let's see though. We have good riding, we have good athletics. I mean, we are just overall solid. Maybe putting some more points into scouting or into charm would be the way to go. Just really don't know at this point. I think I definitely want to put that next point into polearm though, just to be able to influence my troops a bit better there. But what do we, why is there quests popping up? Okay, whatever. Did I not finish the quests? No, I finished them both. Okay. Shozo the Beanmaker. I don't know why that cracks me up. But let's roll right into the battle here, ladies and gentlemen. First battle in 1440p. It's going to be so fucking cool. And not only like just being in 1440p is going to help a lot, but having the higher bitrate that YouTube affords to 1440p videos will also help greatly. And yes, I know, I am aware I need to be the commander of the formation to actually influence it. The reason this has been one of the most elaborate trolls that I've ever done, by the way. The reason that I had not been doing that is simply just because of simply just because I wanted to keep the troll going, but it seems like it's gotten to the point where it's just more frustrating people than it is funny. So we'll go ahead and just stop trolling. Yes, you do have to assign them to the captain slot. I will no longer troll you guys. I apologize. Oh, it looks like he needs to be with the archers. Yeah, let's swap these two around here. We'll put Yano with the cavalry here. And then that should be everything that we need to do. God, this looks absolutely gorgeous in beautiful 1440p here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, look at this. This looks absolutely stunning. It's almost too many pixels for my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's go into the tactical camera here. We'll go ahead and bring the archers up first. Let's make sure they are in one consistent long line here. Let's tell them to also hold fire. I don't want them firing when they are out of range, pretty much. It's not a good idea to do that. And we'll go ahead and watch our glorious army take off here and move. Oh, look at these banners. Look at those. Those look really cool. And I believe there is a mod option for you to set it to where all of your troops can carry banners. I might turn that up a little bit. I'm not going to turn it up to like max or anything like that because that would be just a bit ridiculous. I think the cavalry is taking archer fire, so we need to move them out of the way there. Nope, they weren't shooting yet. We should be able to outrange these guys pretty convincingly here. So let's get it to about 150 here, maybe. Yeah, like about right there. And we'll let the archers do their thing here. Archers, go ahead and open fire. They're opening fire on us, so we will do the same here. And I'm going to set these archers into loose formation here. Yano should be able to shoot pretty soon as well. Let's go ahead and line up here. Actually, I don't want them to be in that stacked formation. I'd rather have them in the other formation there. We outnumber their ranged units, so we should do quite well in this range exchange. They should have to charge us, I believe. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, we're peppering these dudes. They are feeling the pain. That is for sure. Yeah, we are absolutely annihilating their skirmish line here. Their gun units actually aren't even able to fire. That's the crazy part. What I should have done originally with this series is do a traditional series, a full traditional series. So, you know, samurai with a sword, a pole arm, and then a bow. That would have been the way to go here. That would have been really cool. But unfortunately, I did not do so. So we'll have to make another series. But I'm sure you guys don't give a damn whether or not we have a traditional series to start out with here. And it looks like a lot of our troops are running out of ammunition here. We'll go ahead and continue to skirmish here with the troops we do have available here. And they should start having to push forward against us. Maybe. Let's send the cavalry off to the left flank here. We're going to stack those guys up in 2 lines. I think it is time to bring the infantry in, though. I think it is about that time to send in our glorious infantry. Let's go ahead and pop out of the tactical cam and let's join in the battle here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right, men, charge. And also another thing, we need to use the archers as well as they are pretty elite soldiers in their own right. We need to use these guys in combat here and tell them to charge along with us here. Let's go ahead and have the cavalry follow me. We're gonna come around to their flank here and we're gonna get a lovely little charge off. Let's set them up right about there. And looks like we have an enemy lord coming to confront us. That's not gonna go well for him. Taking out many of these enemies here. Very nice. All right, Cav, go ahead and charge. And they should pretty much instantly flee. Oh yeah, the Cav's gonna clean these guys up. Kanto elite cavalry are no joke, guys. Looks like they have some peasants there. 2 for 1, baby, with the stab on the Nagimaki. Hell yeah, let's go. Just a few guys left here. Taking out the last one there. And that is going to be all she wrote for the first battle of the episode. Good God, those guys are loud. You two are going to go ahead and be my prisoners here. And we're going to take some of the... actually, we can afford to just take all of these guys. So let's go ahead and do so. We need to get some more Yumi here. I know these guys aren't the best Yumi by any means, but they are like pretty solid. So we'll go ahead and stick with those guys. And we got some Tosan Jin Samurai here. Let's make them let's make some Yari Samurai. That would be kind of cool. And then we have some trained Nagimaki infantry there as well. We can recruit a few more Kanto elite cavalry. That's always nice to have those guys. I think superior katana. That might be better than what one of our troops has. We definitely need to... I think this is the best body armor in the game. I definitely need to find some different color sunate. Sunite? I don't know. Well, I need to find some different color sutsu. Yeah, whatever the fuck those are called. I'm not Japanese, guys. I apologize. I'm from the South in the USA, so my pronunciation is especially bad of English words, but even worse for Japanese, it turns out. And we have a lovely upgrade point into polearm here. Let's see. What can we do? I think I'm going to go for this one. Or, well, I really don't know. I'm going to do that because if we hit him in the head, it's going to deal more damage. Yeah, that's always a good thing. And we'll go ahead and set up on the crossroads here and wait for the rest of the force to arrive. Oda Hisei is going to actually gain a level as a governor. Very nice. Let's see. She's got a point in charm. I'd rather do that for that. And then let's put that point into stewardship as well. We'll go ahead and unpause the game here. We'll wait for all of these parties to arrive. We got some Tokugawa parties arriving, it looks like. Or Takigawa. My bad. And we'll come over here and assault the port town of Himeji. All right, we are still waiting on quite a few lords to come in here. Oda, one of the Oda family members there joining us. Oda Nobuhiro, a few others. Kimazu. All right, and that is everyone. So let's go ahead and make our way over to this town. We have 1,200 troops ready to assault that fortress. Got a few more points in the stewardship tree there for Tyler, I believe that was. Let's see, we have some upgrade points or some Kanto cavalry that would like to join us. Nope. We need to up the army cohesion just a bit. The real only like really bad part about winning battles in an army is that they tend to for some reason, wow, that's 987 defenders. Holy shit. Okay, this is going to be an absolutely massive battle. I need to bring in more reinforcements here. Let's see. Let's bring in you, and then I really don't want to be spending 22 influence per army there, but we need the troops. Yeah, that's going to be 142 influence there. We're going to go ahead and stack up here and get ready to assault this place. They are probably going to have plenty of food, so we need to wait for these extra parties to come in here. Let's see if we can actually bring in, no, we can't quite bring in JT here. Maybe we will be able to bring him in quite soon. We can't promote any units, unfortunately. Let's see here. Infantry prisoners or range prisoners. Let's do 10% XP shared for cavalry troops, maybe. I mean, that's 50% recruitment rate for infantry prisoners. And if we get some Hatamotos later on, that might be a good thing. Yeah, I'm going to go for the infantry. But then we will wait here on the beautiful Shokuho map, waiting for these parties to arrive. It should not be too long before they do arrive. Not 1,003 defenders. Good God. This is going to be the largest battle of the series by far so far. Yeah. As you all know, I mean, in Imperial era Japan, I guess in the Shogunate era of Japan, the forces were not that large. So having a few thousand men would have been the equivalent of having 50,000 men in the Roman era. It is a lot of men, you know. Having 50 to 200,000 men equivalent. That is pretty insane there. But we are going to look to wipe out. It looks like we gained another one of these castles over here. So they only have 2 territories remaining. We're waiting on 2 more parties to arrive. We don't have enough influence to actually up the cohesion. So I think we're just going to have to go for it here in terms of this siege. Yeah, we are just going to have to go for it. I'm going to override that save there. Move our save up just a bit. We are making 26k per day, so we should definitely after this battle go back and invest in some in some of our towns for sure. We are winning the war, of course, but let's go ahead and besiege the town here. 1656 versus 1045. Let's go for the braziers, I would say. Got another autosave there. Good God, autosaves. Chill the fuck out. Let's actually go for Ozutsu's because it's a flat fortress, so I don't imagine it will have like too many tiers to it. Like when you're on the mountain fortresses, the braziers are probably the way to go. But when you are assaulting a more flat fortress here, it is a bit easier to oh, they have 40 days of food. Good God. But yes, we have everything set up here. Let's go ahead and lead this assault, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 1766 versus 1013. This will be quite an interesting fight, to say the least. I am super excited for this. I wish I had a bow or a gun on this character. See, that's why when we go to do the traditional series, we will have a bow, and we will have a sword, a bow, a pole arm, and then we'll be set for that. All right, let's take a look at this lovely map here. And we did pick the right choice going with the Ozutsu here. They're going to be all the way back here. Let's go ahead and assign some commanders here. Let's see. 46. 12 is pretty mid. 60, 63, 54, and 22. Let's see if there's anybody who has any higher infantry influence than I do. I would imagine there should be somebody here. 63 is the going number so far. Yeah, no, it looks like I am the most qualified to lead the infantry formations here. And let's go ahead and assign some other ones to lead the other infantry formations. Yeah, you look like you're fine there. We have very small infantry formations right now. It's mostly ranged, so this is going to be a bit tough to start out with. We are going to have to send in the archers here. Let's find the best person for range. It looks like 54 is the running number so far. 54. Let's see here. 56, that's better. 57. Oh no, that's infantry. 56 is the number to beat, and it looks like no one is going to beat that. And let's just divide these guys up into the different formations here as hero units. Go ahead and just divide them up as evenly as we possibly can. And it looks like we're gonna get pretty damn even here. Very nice. Put you in the range formation, why not? All right, let's go ahead and start this battle here, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to overwhelm these guys with massed range fire. So what I'm going to do is immediately tell the archers to go into loose formation here. And actually, maybe even line formation might be the way to go, just because there are so many of these guys. And let's spread them out across this whole front side of the fortress. And that should be good enough to deal with all of their ranged troops here. We don't want the archers going up the ladders here. Oh my God, what a shot on the Ozutsu there. Very, very nice indeed. The Ozutsus are not going to be super useful for the rest of the siege. But we definitely want these archers opening up here. And we do have 107 infantry in that formation. I should have rebalanced the formations. I don't know why I decided not to. But we'll go ahead and have the archers set up here. And we can actually go ahead and, I don't know, should we put them in loose formation? I mean, we're doing decent here, okay? We're not doing too bad. They have 519 defenders here. Maybe we should spread them out into loose formation and see if we can get some of the archers firing here. Yeah, we kind of do just need these guys to go in, at least to get over the first wave here. We have already taken out a majority of their archers off the rip here. You can see how many are dead along this wall. We've taken out quite a few. Yeah, it is not going too bad at all. All right, I think it's time to send in the archers. Here we go, boys. Telling them to charge. They should evenly go up the ladders, and even if we lose a lot of our ranged troops, this should still be perfectly fine. We'll see how everything goes here. We have taken out a majority of their ranged units, though, at the start here. They have some more ranged units sitting back there chilling. We are going to lose a lot of these archers here, just because they're archers. They're not really meant to be in melee combat. We're going to lose quite a few of them, but we're also doing quite well. We have some guys sitting down low supporting these dudes, and it's actually going decently well for us. We are losing quite a few, but it should be okay. All right, it's going well. It's going very well, actually. We've actually taken this left wall mostly. Wow, that Yumi Ashigaru is doing well with that Ozutsu. Good God. Good job. He's definitely going to be ready for a promotion after this battle, I would say. Yeah, we've already killed a lot of their troops. And once we get up to the next tier, we should be doing a lot better here. Yeah, 251 archers to 93 infantry here. It looks like they're sending in the infantry first, so I guess that is a plus. They are starting to come down off of the walls now. Tell them to charge here. Maybe they will move in to overwhelm these guys at the gate. I did not build a battering ram. That may have been a mistake. It's okay, though. We took the walls relatively easy. And the battering ram is only going to be useful for the first layer. So I think we've done all right here. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and move over to here. I think moving the ranged troops there will be very, very good for us. Let's get everyone moving here. We need to get some more guys going through here. We should be able to take out the rest of these guys here as we run by. They are sending in some guys, not too many though, and the Ozutsus have a beautiful firing arc here up to the top tier of this fortress here. So this is going quite well so far. We are lining them up here, having the archers fire up here at the walls. Should maybe set them in loose formation. Yeah, probably so. There we go. We need to wait until the rest of these guys. Let's actually pull back here. Let's pull back all the way to right here. And we'll wait for the rest of the army to be here. We'll put them in line as well. There we go. We'll set them right there. Getting the rest of these guys in here will be very good for us. We need to like wait to stack up the formation here. Looks like they're actually sending down a vanguard force to repel us. They're thinking different of it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. That's a terrible idea. But then once the rest of the formation is in here, I will maybe delegate. I'm not exactly sure quite yet. I'd like to just let the Ozutsus go after these guys for a minute. They're taking out quite a few of them. Looks like they just got a reinforcement wave, and I think possibly we did as well. No, we did not get a reinforcement wave, unfortunately. I think I might need to change this off of the highest tier units to something else. Let's tell the archers to hold fire here for now. Yeah, we have not received a reinforcement wave as of yet, but it should be all right once we do. I think we should maybe start having these guys go up for it. Just a few more guys filtering in here. We'll wait till the rest of them filter in here. We'll let the Ozutsus do some work against these boys. There we go. Okay, that is the majority of the army here. Let's go ahead and tell them to charge here. We'll tell them to charge. They will move forward together as one big blob. But that's damn near 300 men there. Pretty solid assault force here. Look at all of those yellow banners looking quite glorious indeed. We're probably only going to have time for this one siege because this is going to take a little while. There's two separate gates here. We only really need to go for this one. So this will be quite interesting how they let's go ahead and have them fire at will as well. Some of these guys may start stopping and shooting while the infantry moves forward, and if we tell them to engage, maybe might be the better idea, because that way the archers should stop here. And I'm gonna tell here, let's tell everybody to engage. Let's try that out. Yeah, now they're engaging, so the archers should move into range to be able to fire their bows, and then the infantry should actually be just charging pretty much. Seems that's what's pretty much happening right here. All right, they have closed the second tier gate here. We've killed quite a few of these guys just sitting here with the Ozutsu there, and quite a few of these guys inside the walls as well. If we could land an Ozutsu shot right in the middle of that formation there, that would be quite glorious indeed. Lots of the archers are firing. This is actually going quite well, and it appears we have received some reinforcements, maybe? Nope, not quite yet. We need to lose a few more men first before we receive any reinforcements. They have 506 defenders now. All right, let's tell everybody to charge instead. We'll tell them to charge, and we'll tell everybody to fire at will. And they should be shooting their bows as they are moving forward here. And it looks like we have broken down the second tier of gate here. Very nice indeed. Man, our Ozutsu are doing the Lord's work right now. They are peppering these guys on this wall. And so are our archers. Look at all these lovely arrows coming in at these defenders. We are still waiting for our reinforcement wave to kick in here. And once it does, I think we'll be just fine indeed. I don't think we're gonna have too many problems here. I actually don't mind having the archers be in the vanguard, you know, leading force here. It's not actually too bad. I need to pay attention though and rebalance them next time. As the archers, like, it's very bad to have your archers being used as the mainline infantry. It's not a great idea. There we go. We have a fight breaking out over here. We have some archers moving to take out the guys on this little flanking fortress here. And if I was defending this, I would set up a multitude of ranged troops on this side, because they could get shots into the rear of all of these troops here. We are taking a pretty great amount of losses here. We are a bit jammed up here, trying to push forward. But it should be all right. The archers should be covering these guys, and it looks like they are taking down a great many of these other archers defending. And we're actually doing pretty well. Let's give another charge command here to get them to push into this final fortress here. Here we go. We have broken through their vanguard force, and we are approaching the gate here. God, this fortress, if I was oh no, we have a crash. That's slightly unfortunate. That's a hard crash, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys back here in just a moment once I reload the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you pretty much joined me back at the exact same place we were in the siege. This time I did actually build a battering ram. So, and I split the archers into two formations, and that seemed to put the infantry with the archers for the most part. So that is quite good. We are currently about to break through the second tier gate here. It's going a lot better than the last time. It seems that whenever you have, you know, actual infantry in your infantry units, it tends to go quite a bit better. I may change this from being the highest units spawning first to, you know, balanced or something like that, so that we get a decent spread of everybody. Let's go ahead and bring the archers up here. We have two separate groups of archers doing the Lord's work right now in terms of fighting over here. We're gonna spread these bad boys out a little bit better on this little side over here. Yeah, it is going quite well, as you can see. We have only lost 150 this time, where they have lost well over 300. And it is going very well. The archers are covering. Everything is working properly. Hopefully it continues to be that way. But yes, everything is working as intended. The archers are covering us a lot better than the last time, as in their proper formations. They tend to do quite a bit better when they're not, you know, subjected to being pelted by everything, and having to engage in melee combat. But once the archers are out of ammunition, I will go ahead and charge those guys as well. Hopefully this doesn't end up crashing this time. That would be a great boon for us if it did not crash this time. I think we need to bring the archers up to here, actually. Let's go ahead and do so, because they will be able to better cover our advance here with these guys right here. That is a lot of infantry there. We need to get the archers up here and help cover for sure. Come on, archers, hurry up. All right, I need these guys to engage. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna send these guys to engage in melee combat here. Let's tell them to do so. Tell them to hold fire and tell them to charge. Get in there, help our boys out. And let's bring up that other group of archers right here. Let's go ahead and just spread them out in this area right there. They are at a pretty reduced number, but it should be okay. We have those guys moving up, and we also have this lovely formation right here moving up as well. Our troops are holding them for the moment here. I need to tell these guys to charge. Yeah, go ahead and charge, boys. Pile on to that infantry formation there, and we'll have this this other group of archers come up and support. We'll tell them to line up something like this, I think. Yeah, that'll be fine. They should be able to get some decent shots from there. The Ozutsu are doing the Lord's work, like I said before we had the crash. Oh yeah, they are getting absolutely slaughtered right here. We need more infantry, and they are on the way. They have gone straight through the gate, and they are coming to help. And this is an actual full infantry wave here now, so hopefully this will do quite well against them. We really do need some actual heavy infantry to go in and engage these boys. I'm gonna try to push them back here. We don't want them regaining any ground, really, because that would be quite embarrassing and bad. We will try to spread these guys out the best we can. There's a spot right there. That looks good to me. We'll get these guys moving here. The archers are actually doing surprisingly well at holding the line here, so I'm actually quite impressed. And here comes the infantry wave. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The wave that is going to seal these guys' fate. And they're actually pouring some more infantry in here. Our archers are actually doing very, very well in melee combat. And we should have a bunch more of these guys start to open fire as well on these enemies. All right, I think we need to tell these guys to go in here. They need to move in and yeah, hold fire, and then we'll tell just everybody to charge. There we go. We're gonna send in that wave of archers as well. Send them into the meat grinder. We are losing a lot of Kanto cavalry. I would like to not deploy the Kanto cavalry, but unfortunately we kind of have to. And here comes our glorious wave of infantry. Miyamoto still doing quite well here, still pretty healthy, so let's go get stuck into the combat here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This will be the final push on this lovely fortress here. Whoever designed these maps, once again, you did a fantastic job. I need to come up here and take these boys out, though. There is far too many of these archers having a free reign at shooting my troops in the back here. And I'm going to do something about it. Down goes 1, down goes 2 and 3. There we go. Very nice indeed. And you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm actually going to pick up one of these and pick up one of those. Pick up one of those bows there. Let's see if we can do that there. There we go. All right, now we have our own bow. Here we go. Musashi getting involved with the archery. Should be able to take out these archers from behind pretty easily. Down goes 1. These are terrible bows, of course, but they still do the job. Down goes another. Should be able to take out all of these archers here. Down goes a third. These pesky little archers firing at the back of our lines here will not be tolerated by Musashi. Taking some hits on these other 2 ones here. Missing one of those shots, actually. We look like a fucking pincushion now, though, I will say. And that should be... all of the archers are down. Okay, let's reclaim our lovely sword here. And let's move in to help our troops assault the gate here. It is pretty much a no-holds-bar boxing match at this point. And look how fast we run with Musashi, man. That is quite glorious. So let's go ahead and drop that other melee weapon here, as we should be able to run quite a bit faster here. We are going to take a lot of losses here. Musashi's going to skirt along the edges here in order to be able to move in. Let's go ahead and go F10 here, and let's just tell everybody to move in right there, and that should get them. Let me try that again there. See if that'll get them to push in. Maybe not. There we go. Maybe. Let me try this. Move to position. That should pour them all in through the breach there. There we go. There we go. All right, now we want to tell them to charge. There we go. Should be going quite well. Let's pop in as Musashi here, having taken a few more hits. We're going to be slashing some of these guys up here. Wow, there's quite a few of these guys that are sallying out here. We're going to take no prisoners here. We're going to slaughter every single one of these guys. And we have broken through their front line. Not sure who's an enemy and who is a friend at this point. Let's head over this way and move to take these guys out. We'll tell everybody to charge here, everybody to fire at will. And that should be the end of these boys here. There is another archer tower up over there, and there should be some guys in here. Yes, there is some lovely men for us to kill. Oh, you missed your one chance to take out Musashi, and that is going to be all you are going to get, is that one chance. It looks like we've taken out a majority of the archers over here. I still hear some archers firing, though. So let's move on over to this tower and take out these last few men here. Just 2 remaining. Not sure. Oh, it looks like they are all dead now. Very nice. We have forced them to retreat to the keep. As you guys know, the keeps tend to actually crash the game, so I'm just going to send troops here. I do apologize for that, but yeah, they do tend to crash the game quite a bit. So we'll send in a devoted Naginata monk, and let's send in some Hinai Katana Samurai and some Tosan Axe Samurai, as well as some of these female monks here. There we go. Let's send them in. Let's see how we do. And that is going to be a victory. 66 renown, 66.6 influence. Whoa, little demonic there. 26.2 morale, and 38% of the loot is going to belong to Musashi here. Very nice. Let's go ahead and oh, do we take prisoners? I think, okay, here's what we should do first of all. Let's get rid of all of the prisoners in our party here, and then we should sort them by tier. We'll take the general, of course. We'll take all of the high tier troops that we can. We're almost going to be full there. That's going to fill us up. So we need to get rid of some of these Ginai Jin Samurai there. There we go. All right, now let's do some upgrading here. Yeah, of course we want to go for the Yumi on those guys, and then for the Tosan, let's do like Tosan Yari as well, and that'll be pretty nice as well. And there we go. Only lost 40 men out of our party, and there should be some really solid loot in here. Yeah, it should sell for quite a bit. A large bag of piercing arrows, very nice there. Let's go ahead and take all that lovely loot. We need to find Musashi another weapon. Definitely need to find another weapon. Maybe a Kansaibo. That would be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and show mercy and accept the fief there. Very nice. All right, let's manage the town. And we do need a governor here, I think. Let's see. Let's go ahead and stop all of the construction. Let's set it to festival and games. We'll add some money here to fix some of their problems. Yep, there we go. Very nice. Yeah, we'll add 50k in the reserve there. This one has 3 bound villages, so maybe some of them will... that one makes rice, root vegetables, and then rice as well. So it's going to be a bit of a breadbasket town here. It looks like they already have a pretty good amount of upgrading here done. That is actually really nice. Fortifications is only at tier 1, though, so we need to do a dojo. But first of all, let's do the Noe Theater. And then we need to do dojo, and then let's do aqueducts and all of these other upgrades as well. The fortifications looks like it's actually almost done upgrading there. We'll go ahead and leave that like that, and let's go ahead and recruit some troops from here. Kanai, Jin Samurai, and Ashigaru Vanguard will be very good for us indeed. And that is going to bring us to the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love having all of you as viewers. This YouTube journey has been absolutely incredible. And also thank you to Shadow Fighter Pro for being a very good mentor. He's a very close friend of the channel now and of me personally. We do have a series upcoming. I'll let you guys know more information when I'm ready to start actually posting the videos. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the ability to upgrade to 1440p. And I'll go ahead and thank the channel members, and then I'll give y'all the old stay safe out there and peace out. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadow Fighter Pro, JT, Michael, and Pfeiffer. Thank you guys all so much for those channel memberships. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Peace out.